Thanks, Kevin. I've got a couple of assistants here. This is Kevin over to the side. We've got some samples. We're going to give you some of our new aroma crystals and things when we're finished. And this is my little model, Deanna. And she's going to help me through here, just kind of sharing some things with you. She's going to be my little model so I can work things on her. But again, I do want to thank you guys for coming out, sitting here for a while. Are you having fun today? You know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun at the Southern Women's Show. Before we had booths, we came every year. It was just a yearly thing. And it's so fun that now I have a booth here. I see many of you that come back every year, too. So what I'd like to do first is just welcome you. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm echoing. Okay, good. Okay, what I want to do first is just welcome you guys here and thank you for coming to my little workshop here that we have here. It's my first time to get to be on stage, but I want to share with you what Celebrating Home is. In March of 2009, Home and Garden Party purchased Home Interiors and Gifts, and so they merged the company and they changed the name to Celebrating Home. So if you've never heard of Celebrating Home before then, that's why. You probably had heard of Home Interiors and Home and Garden Parties. So the two of them together are Celebrating Home. And what, of course, we've got with that means, with Home and Garden Party, we've got the best of their line, which was their pottery and their bean pots. And with Home Interiors, we've got the best of their line, which was all their home decor. So together they make an awesome company. That wasn't enough. Last year, 1 year ago, we added our Penelope Ann line. And what that is handbags, totes, jewelry, scarves. So this is what we're going to work on first. We're going to share with you some of those items in our Penelope Ann line, our newest baby. How many of you all have a scarf in your closet? How many of you bought a scarf while you were here today? Okay, I know there's a lot of scarf booths. Well, you know, sometimes you've got that scarf in your closet, and then you notice that this year, the most popular look is what? An infinity scarf. And you don't have an infinity scarf, you have a scarf that looks like this. Well, you can make your scarf an infinity scarf. Let me show you why. An infinity scarf, all it is one full circle. So make your little own infinity scarf. There you go. And you flip it, and you flip it again, and then you puff it. And any scarf in your wardrobe is now an infinity scarf. There you go. How about that? Thank you. Okay, another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is, you know, there's a lot of ways to tie a scarf. And so one of the basic ways is just to take the scarf, loop it like this, and put it over your head, right? Just loop it behind you. We're going to do that with her. Now when you do that, there are many different ways, of course, to wear it. You can just wear it down plain, or you can pull it to the side. I'm going to pull it to the side here and fluff it a bit. And that gives it kind of a different look just by using the same little scarf there. Another thing you can do with it is we call it this little over-under and under-over kind of wrap. And what you do, and I've never done this on somebody, I usually do it on myself, but we're going to start here. And the main thing, you want to make sure that your ends are exactly even. So we're going to pull Deanna up here, pull this around and around, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up underneath her hair so it'll be seeing the truth, what it looks like there. And there's your scarf, but the trick to it is to take this side. Let me make sure it's even. And all you do is you go over and under, over and under, over and under. And what that's doing is it's giving it a braided look. Same thing on the other side. Over, under. Sorry, Deanna, I'm getting your hair. And over, under. And then you pull it right there in the center. And it has more of a braided look. Very simple things to do with the scarf. You know, something, like I said, everybody's got a scarf these days in your wardrobe somewhere. So that's just another item. Gives it a little bit different look if instead of going over, under, you go under and over. Then you've got the little knot. I've seen so many cute scarves that people have been walking around. Have you seen the scarf that has, it's the big, it's more like a square scarf and you fold it in half and you tie it around here that has all the fringe? There's so many ways to tie scarves. Thank you, darling. I'm going to let you take that off the rest of the way if you don't care. Okay, one of our most popular ones that I've had people that's just ask about in our booth, and it's because one of our girls has been wearing one of our longer scarves, and so what she's been doing is she's got this big monstrous scarf, and she's made it into a vest, okay? So you take the scarf, and it needs to be a good size scarf, and you fold it directly in half. Then you take these two ends, tie them together in one knot, 2 knots, find the side that's open. When you open it up, there are 2 armholes. Okay, there you go. Turn that around and let them see the back of it. Isn't that cute? She's been wearing this, and we've had a few people standing out in the hallway, and they're like looking at her, and they're like, how did you do that? So we wanted to make sure we showed that on stage too. One thing that's so neat about tying scarves, most of us have a computer, most of us have been on Google, and most of us have been on YouTube. You get home and you're like, man, I wish I could remember all those scarf tying tips. Just Google it. That's where I found out in the first place. So one more thing I want to share with you with this large scarf is with the beach time coming up, and a lot of us will wear our swimsuits, but on the way to the beach and home from the beach, we don't want the swimsuit showing, right? So what we're going to do is show you just a really quick beach cover-up. And again, it needs to be a large scarf. We're going to take it here, take it underneath her arms, and she's such a tiny little thing. One goes across one shoulder, one goes across the other shoulder. You tie it, and then she's covered. There's her little beach cover-up all in one. Now, a friend of mine even went a little bit further. She YouTubed it. She found out that you can take this, and you can take this in, tie it together. Tie this one together. Then just say you feel confident enough you don't have to leave the beach with your beach cover up. You're going to now use it to carry your wet beach towels in. So you take this and put it on your arm. Take the other end and put that on your arm. Then inside, you can put your sandy shoes and things like that and walk off to the car without having that all over you. How about that? Something different, huh? And then, you know, this one's a little bit long to do this with, but if you've got a smaller scarf, how many of you in the summertime, you go into restaurants and maybe you're wearing a tank top or something that feels great outside, but once you go in that restaurant, we got the air conditioner going and you are freezing half to death. So you take a scarf, you keep it with you, and you fold it long like this, and we put one end on Deanna, and the other end, and then we pull the other one up over her shoulders, and that way she's got something over her shoulders when she's in there. Some of the thicker scarves are really good to do for that. So that's just some cute little scarf tricks that we have. And again, in our Penelope Ann line, we do carry scarves, but I bet you all probably own a scarf too. So this is just some ideas for you. Another idea that I want to share with you, because in our Penelope Ann line, we have many different styles of jewelry. We have necklaces, all sorts of earrings, and you can go online. And when we're finished today, we're going to give you a piece of paper, and it's going to have a lot of information on there. It's going to have a website. You can go on that website and look at the online catalog. But these are some of the items that we have. But, you know, I'm the kind of person, you know, Deanna could probably wear long necklaces and things because she's real thin and long. But I like more chunky things around my neck, larger things. So if you have necklaces that you think are just so pretty, but you just really feel like you're going to get lost in them, there's a trick with a string. All you do is you take the little string, put that on one side, and all I'm doing in the back is tying a ribbon. The ribbon's going to hang in the back, and when it does, Deanna's going to have what looks like a double necklace on instead of a single necklace. And it's going to fit more for my style, ones that I want it more up close. Okay, isn't that cute? Something so simple. And I understand there are some companies that sell those little, I don't even know what they call them, that you hook it together with. Ribbon works just as well. A friend of mine said, I don't have ribbon. I said, use a bread tie. That would work. Nobody's going to see it if you have long enough hair, right? This is another cute one, and basically it's the exact same way. So any long necklace that you have, I won't tie it this time, just give you the look. But when you tie it up, you can see it gives you the different look, just more instead of something that's just long. All right. Okay, that's some of our Penelope Ann line. Also in our Penelope Ann line, we added some things that this year, handbags. Now, you know, if it's how many of you call it a purse? How many of you call it a pocketbook? How many of you call it a handbag? Okay, everybody in here, you need to start calling it a handbag. Handbags are more elegant, and they cost more, and you're more sophisticated with a handbag. We found that out. So let me share with you some of our handbags, okay? This one is one of my favorite handbags, and this one is very unique. It comes in two colors, and it comes in the teal, and it also comes in kind of a pewter color. But what's so neat about this is you've got that just perfect size bag, and you've been shopping at the Southern Women's Show, and you have bought, and you have bought, and your arm is about to fall off because you've stuffed everything you can in there. Just expand. How you like that? Quite a bit bigger, isn't it? Woohoo! Big bag, thank you. And ours has that beautiful Penelope Ann logo, which of course is our line. Another cute one for this time of year especially. Doesn't this look like Easter? That precious chevron print. I wish this came in other colors, but it only comes in pink, and it's got the little clip on it so it can clip closed, but it's in one of our new chevron items. And then also in our line, we have monogrammed items. We were lucky enough to earn a trip to Atlanta, so when I was there, they gave us this one. So instead of saying Anita, it says Atlantis, but I'm okay with that. So this is one of our bags. And then back here, I want to pull this one up and show you. We also have market totes. So when you're going to the beach, you got some great little market totes too. And all those are in our Penelope Ann line. Thanks, Deanna. Okay, the next little line that I'd like to share with you is we actually are a gift depot to you. How many of you have had baby showers, wedding showers, some kind of shower that you've been to lately? You know, the best gift is a personalized gift. You know that, don't you? Anything that's personalized, people love it. Well, we have a beautiful personalized line, and you'll have to just look online to see all the things that we have. We have things for children's rooms, for wedding gifts, for just about everything. And this is some of the ones that we have. This over here is our cutting board. The cutting board is a bamboo cutting board, and the inscription on it is free. And it sells for $39. What an amazing wedding gift is that. And the home interiors are celebrating home now used their brain when they put it together because it's really pretty on one side, but guess what? You can flip it over and cut on the other side, and then you're not going to mess up your pretty side. It's got the same look on the other side there. And then the other plaque that Deanna has for me here is a little plaque that says, her name is Carmack. This is her parents' plaque. It says the Carmacks, welcome, and then the year that they were married. Isn't that cute? And these come where you can get the plaque itself, and then you can buy the little stand or the hooks there in either a chocolate brown or in a cream color, or you don't even have to have the hook, you can just have the plaque. And like I said, we have many different ones. We have some that you'll see in our booth that have like a soccer ball, that you can have your child's soccer ball. I've got a little great grandson that's starting to play baseball. I'm going to get him one that says play ball Braden, you know, and put in his room. So there are things like that that you can personalize, and kids love to see their names too. They also love to share school spirit. So we've got some things for school spirit here. Now, I'm from Mount Juliet. She's from Lebanon. I asked her if she'd have any problem holding a Mount Juliet lunch bag. You know, she said, nah. So this one is really cute. These lunch bags are $19. Now, the personalization on any of our plaques are totally free. Anything that uses embroidery thread, our fee is $6 to have them embroidery. So this is a great little backpack. Open that up real quick because it also inside, it's all insulated. And so no matter what age you are, you can have one of these lunch boxes. For Easter, my husband and I have 12 grandbabies. For Easter, instead of getting an Easter basket, they're all going to get a lunch box, and it's going to have their name on it. That's a keepsake forever, right? That's much better than just an Easter basket. So for $19, that's a pretty good price. Also, we have these. I've left this one and I made it up. It says, Let's Go Titans. You can put your child's name on there. You can put the team. You can put whatever you want to. And we have these little icons that can go on there, too, to kind of give them a different look. And I think one of them, Deanna, fell off back here. Let me look. It did. We have a big sports bag, too. And these are great for the older guys. And that one, of course, she did bring that one from Lebanon, the Blue Devils. So we're just kind of sharing a little Wilson County fun here. These are wonderful to have, too, in our line. And again, this is something that's new in our line. So, okay, thanks, sweetie. The next thing I want to share with you is a little bit about scent. How many of you have candles burning in your home? Or you have fragrance warmers, or you have something that, you know, it makes your house smell like your home, correct? Okay, we've got some very revolutionary things, and this is what you're going to get a little sample of when we're finished. And that is our aroma crystals. The aroma crystals are like little beads, And you can put them in your fragrance warmer. Let me find my little list here because I've got a whole list of where you can use them. You can use them in the car, in the bathroom, in bags and suitcases, in bedrooms, on curtain rods. You can use them in flower arrangements behind pictures, on the desk or the wall. You can put in your pet sleeping area because if your pet eats them, they're not going to hurt them. They're not going to be good for them, but they're not going to hurt them, okay? And then the same thing near litter boxes, things of that type, in your vacuum cleaner, in lockers, in classrooms, anywhere you can think that you could use something like this, aroma crystals will go. And this is what they look like. They're like little beads. You're going to get a little sample with the little beads in there and the information on there. And they have a really great scent. And you can pick these little bags up anywhere, put them in these, and hang them on your ceiling fan. Hang them in your car. Again, the scent's going to last about 90 days. And then you can even put them inside a plug-in fragrance warmer, which we also carry. And so it takes a lot for them to actually melt, but if you keep this on 24/7, eventually they're going to melt a bit, but it's no big deal. You just scratch the bottom, pops it right back out. Another thing we have there, Deanna, pick up that gel there. In our fragrance warmers and in our fragrance plug-ins, instead of using wax tarts, we use a lotion, which is a gel, and it's a water-soluble gel. That way you can even put it on yourself. I had a sweet lady yesterday was visiting, and she saw it. She thought it was lotion, and she rubbed it on her hands. And then somebody said, "What is that I'm smelling?" "Well, it's that lotion I put on my hands." They said, "That's not lotion." She said, "Oh my goodness." Well, it's not going to hurt her. She may smell like this for a couple of days, but it's not going to hurt her. But it's a water-soluble, biodegradable, so you can wash it down the sink and it's not going to hurt anything. And the gels come in several different scents, so you can see those over there at our little booth too. Okay, one of my very favorite things I'm going to share with you now, and that is cooking. Who likes to cook? Who likes to eat? Who does not like to cook? Well, in our product, whether you cook or not, this is good stuff, okay? We have something called a bean pot. Very seldom have I ever cooked beans in it. I cook everything else but beans. And so what we've got here in our bean pot, this is our newest one, our Paris Nights collection. And our bean pot is glazed on the inside and out. You can use it in the freezer, in the microwave, in the regular oven, and also when you're finished with it, you can put it in the dishwasher. You can do everything in one pot. The recipe is a lava cake. You take any cake mix, and we're going to pretend we're going to have a chocolate lava cake. So let's take a chocolate cake mix, put the eggs and the oil and the water in there, all in the one pot, stir it up real well, then take your tub of chocolate frosting, dollop that on top of your raw cake mix, put the lid on it, put this little rascal in the microwave for 9 minutes or so, depending on the size of your microwave. Bring it back out. You eat it like a cobbler. The icing has oozed to the bottom, and it's like those lava cakes like you see at Old Charlie's and other places. With summer coming up, what about a strawberry lava cake with strawberry icing? So many things you can do with that. But it's much more than just for desserts, quick desserts. You can put your boneless spare ribs in there with a cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. Put a half a cup of water in there. Put it in the regular oven at 350 for an hour, and it will just fall off the bone like this wonderful barbecue you guys are eating back here in this area. So it's a great item for that. And then another one that's really great to use in it is corn. Put corn on the cob in there, either fresh or frozen. When you put that in there and a half a stick to a stick of butter, lid on, microwave 10 minutes, done. You see, because tomorrow I'm going to be on the cooking stage, and I'm going to be talking about meals in 15 minutes. And I know with everybody's hectic schedule, that's what they want, is something they can whip up in 15 minutes. Now for those non-cooks, go to Kroger's, get your potato salad, chill your bean pot all night, get it out the next morning, put your potato salad in there, take it to the church thing, and everybody will not care what it tastes like. They will think it's so gorgeous, they'll want to know what your recipe is, because you've got a beautifully serving dish, right? And then another item that's in our little line, and that's a mini bean pot, a baby bean pot. So she's going to show you these. These come in several different colors, and this one is my favorite. You know, I kind of like zebra just a bit, but I've got a recipe up here I'm going to give you for one individual cookie. Now, why in the world would I want one cookie? Because everybody in here has been running around at these health booths and knowing that they need to get on Plexus, or they need to do Advocare, they need to do something, right, with some kind of health benefits. So when you have that urge, you can make yourself one cookie. And I didn't say what size it was. Okay, it's a good size cookie. But the recipe is for one cookie. You make yourself the one cookie, you bring it out of the oven, you drop your little lump of ice cream and your sauce on there, you just pig out. But guess what? There's not 20 other cookies sitting there waiting for you tomorrow, because you know you haven't been bad. So one cookie, I've got a recipe for you for one single cookie. Another thing I've got for you is something you can use in a mini bean pot, or you can also use it just a coffee mug, and that's called a 3-2-1 cake. Have you seen that on the internet? 3-2-1 cake, you take any cake mix, and then one box of Angel Food cake mix. So what I love is the strawberry cake mix, Angel Food cake mix, put them together in a Ziploc bag and shake them up. And then the 3-2-1 comes from this. 3 tablespoons of the cake mix, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 minute in the microwave, and you've got a mug cake, and it's delicious. That's on the sheet of paper, so in case you're forgetting, don't worry about it. It's written down for you. I've got it. But those are really good, and again, you can use those, and these are other things. These are super, too, if you have a small family. Maybe it's just you, maybe it's you and your husband. You want to make baked ziti or something like that. Just 2 little things, you can do that. Great thing about ours, too, is that when the cooking is finished and the leftovers are there, put the top on it, put it back in the refrigerator, get it out the next day, and it's ready to eat again, right? Because you can store it all in one thing. Okay, another line I want to share with you is our fundraiser line. You know, if you've got a need, we've got something to fill it. In our fundraiser line, and Deanna shared with you some of the things that we have there. We have candles. They're our most popular items. We have bags. We have several other little assorted things, but I've got fundraiser packets here. We're going to have these over here for you. Anybody that thinks they may have a need for a fundraiser, doesn't matter how large or how small, your fundraiser is 50% of the sales and the proceeds that you get, and you get it immediately. That's the most amazing part. So I've got information over here for you on that. And then I want to share with you, as I do close here, that, you know, in our line, if you like one item, we tell you to purchase it. If you like 2 items, you need to have a party, because we're a party plan, and you get lots of free things for the party. Let me show you one thing you get for the party. This item, Deanna, can you hold that up for me? This is one of our Hostess exclusives. This is available every home interior hostess and celebrating home hostess for only $29.75 with a party. Isn't that beautiful? So we've got lots of things to choose from. So if you see 3 or more items, have a party, have your friends in, have a girls' night out. You get the good stuff. And then if you like more than that, join us, because you need to start your own home-based business and enjoy the opportunity not only to access and to sell our entire line, but also to make wonderful money and have a great time with your friends. At this moment, we've got coupons, and the coupons are at our booth. You can start your business for half price. That's what my little sign says. Myself and many of the other girls in the booth have earned these certificates, and they're only good until Sunday night at midnight. So if you think you might want to give something like this a try, make sure you come over and share with us. Okay, let me just share a couple other things. What we've got is if you come to the booth and you order at the show, you get half price shipping. We'll write it up. You pay for it. It'll come to your house FedEx in about 10 days, and we pay half of your shipping. Also, our booth is number 1205. Go down this aisle right here, and you can't miss us, because we got the big Celebrating Home Interiors Penelope Ann sign, and we're all lit up like we belong at the airport, okay? And then the only other thing I want to share with you is before it's finished, make sure you come up here, because Kevin is going to come up and help, and Deanna's going to go right over here, and we've got samples of the little aroma crystals. Can you grab one of those samples and show them? It's got my business card on there. I have a recipe blog, so make sure you go to my recipe blog and get all these great recipes. We got the little sample packs, so you can have some of those and use those in your fragrance warmers at home, or put them in your car or your son's closet, wherever smells the worst. And then we also have for you anything that you want to know about fundraisers. And then we've got a little sheet of paper, and that sheet of paper has got all the little things I've been telling you about the company. And then it's also got your 3-2-1 cake, individual chocolate chip cookie, bean pot, corn on the cob, and barbecue ribs. So thank you guys so much for making me feel so welcome, because you filled my seats. Have a great day.